How do, and welcome to the Palace Pompar. A little bit different today. We're not talking about bikes or beer or out like that. We're doing a holiday review. Way! So stick with it and see what it's like at the Hotel Life. No, Seas Hotel Life Kemer. In Goynuk, which is near Kemer. And this is the bus stop. And if you go that way, I'll tell you, you go that way, it goes to Kemer. You get these little buses, cost you about 35 lira to go to Kemer. But then we've been down twice, and there was a taxi pulled up, and it was 200 lira, which is about a tenner, depending on the exchange rate. About 8 quid to 10 quid. Yeah, I've just sit on the bus for half an hour. Taxi takes about 10 minutes. It was better in taxi. Right, for the sake of a few quid. So here we are. This is the Seas Hotel Life in Kemer. And we're going to go in and have a look. Give you a bit of a show around. And then we'll do my thoughts on it. So I'll show you all about it first. So it's the 14th of May 2023. This is the last day, which I thought it would better doing the review on the last day. So I've got my full experience, and I can share with you the pros and cons of Seas Hotel Life Kemer. I'm doing this as a 360 as well, so you can all, when you're watching it, choose your own angle, have a look around yourself. Here's your main reception. Lifts up to we've got downstairs. I'm not going down, but you can see pool table. There's a little shop which we'll show you up this side. Little shop down there. Get your last minute bits. You'll pay a lot extra for them going into Kemer. Whether you can be bothered, convenience. Example, 20 cigarettes in there's 80 lira. We've got the same cigarettes when I'm in Kemer, 40 lira. That's just an example. A little bit of a reading area, nice and quiet. Got some charging stations there. Put your phone in if you want to. Here's all your information boards. Let you know when you're going, what to do. Tiny little play area for the kids. Nice little lounge area that's cool. And a patisserie from 12 till 4 I think it is. You have little cakes out. You come and help yourself. Spa and wellness, so sauna, steam room, Turkish bath are included. Obviously any treatments you want on top of that aren't included. One of the things I really like about it, even though I've got kids with me, little kiddies area, little kiddie seats, and all the food are all at their level, so they can help themselves. Fruit juice and stuff, and microwave, bottle warming facilities. Whole salad and breakfast stuff. Good cheeses out. That's your thing. This is another good feature. This bit over here. So we got here about 2 in the morning, and obviously we've been travelling 5-hour flight. It took us 2 hours to get here. But there's food out. What's time at 1? No matter what time you get here, there is food laid out, and if you stop in here, there's always some food available if you're so inclined that you're that hungry. Even though there's enough food in enough different places that you shouldn't be getting hungry. Here's your normal breakfast stuff. You've got all your breads, your sweets, make yourself some toast, with toasty. Omelette ladies usually there, not there at the minute. Pool bar area, we'll come back to that in a minute. We'll take you through the ground, show you up to the kiddies bit. The grounds are really well kept, really nice. You've got some hammocks over there, where they're doing them. So up this way is the main kids entertainment area, which for me I think is one of the plus points of this place. Obviously I haven't got kids, I've got grandkids, but if I were bringing them, I think they'd have loved it. There's plenty to do. Animation team work tirelessly with them, so they've got their own little water park up here. With the slides and a separate pool. And again, mini little chairs for the kids. No alcohol allowed up here as well, which is a good thing. So there you go, that's the slides area. And I do want slides. So yeah, no smoking, no alcohol down here with kids. So here we've got a basketball court, little tennis court, all weather thing. Again, you've got inside there, you can just see. You have food out for kids during the day. Ice creams help themselves, drinks help themselves. Little mini kids restaurant. Mini clubs open from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. And the art room's open from 10 till 5. Cinema club. Lemonade party. Mini club. Daily actions. There's a balloon workshop at 4 o'clock. Tuesday's pizza day. Wednesday's magic workshop. Thursday Indian games. Friday festival. Saturday car painting. And Sunday the Lemonade party. So they have face painting, all sorts on. So it's really good. They have a mini kids disco. And then just up here is the amphitheatre where they put shows on. And you can just see that there. And I can't tell you, it's still closed at the minute. not the most comfortable. There is cushions down. It's not proper seating, it's just like steps up, and there's cushions for you to sit on. Toilets are available there, and they do the shows in there, so we've seen a couple of shows in there. 2 or 3 where they had these like dance groups in and do a bit of like diversity. They only last about an hour. And again, I think we've seen about 3 of them. They're all really good. Here's a tennis court. One of my little gripes, tennis court. So I'm ultra all inclusive. Ultra all inclusive, you think, that's it, it's ultra, you don't pay for now. Well, can I use tennis courts? Yes you can, sir. There's a charge? No, it's free. Have you brought your tennis rackets? Well, who brings the tennis rackets on holiday, right? So have a quick knockabout. You don't do it. Okay then, that'll be €4. €4 each, so €8. So go on, not rent, not to, you know, deposit. You got to pay to rent them. And you think, don't have to just throw that in. There's a little bits where it's like, oh yeah, well, pay a little bit extra for that. Hang on, ultra all inclusive. Just like the drinks. Ultra all inclusive. Never even bloody heard of ultra all inclusive. When I've gone before, it's just all inclusive. Now it's ultra all inclusive. What's that mean? Well, it usually means that your branded drinks are included as well. No, not here. If you want branded drinks, you've got to pay extra. There's enough drinks and cocktails and everything else that's included. And you can get by. It's just, I think it was something like, when I had a look, worked out about 4 or 5 quid for a Jack Daniels. Nah, you're alright. So that's a bit of a, just put the extra on the top if that's how you're going to do it, and just give it. I know a lot of places you pay for branded drinks, but then don't tell me I'm ultra all inclusive. So we've just gone around the breakfast area, and again, if you think you're getting bacon and egg for your breakfast, you're not, right? I've not seen bacon once. We're in a Muslim country, I get that. You don't get many pork products. But again, the food, for me, it's, they don't cater for the English enough. It's more centred around the Russian, Germans, and that's what you see, and there's a lot more of here. The English are definitely in the minority, and it's not a problem. And like I say, everybody's lovely, everybody's great. We'll just go back through this way. In fact, no, yes, we'll go through this way. Well, this is your pool bar, and there's a little silver shop there, a photographer, and a leather shop. A photographer comes round pestering you a couple of times until you say no. Then he starts asking you. You've got another charging station there, which will be on the phone. Shisha. €20. €20 a charge if you hit the shisha, which I thought were a little bit expensive myself. And when I said, oh, can I have shisha? He went, yeah, it's a separate man who does it. Alright. He said, oh, it's 20. Well, normally they're talking lira. €20. So a bottle of water. Kids can help themselves. There's a little half-screen thing there you can just look over and see. So kids can come up to the White House to get drinks. Main pool area. So there's a jacuzzi there. I've only seen it on once. I don't know whether they put it on by demand. I went in it. But let's talk about the pool quickly. It's not heated, and it's been warm here, but that pool is quite cold. And it's fine if you can get used. My lass won't go in it. You won't go in that one at all. I went in, and it is a bit of a shock when you jump in. After you've been swimming around 5 minutes, it's great, you get used to it, but she won't go in because it's that cold. There's a little baby pool there that I've not seen anybody using. Again, we're here in May, the beginning of May, so you know, that pool may get a lot hotter. Although we'll go around later on and there's another pool which is a heated pool. Now, I ain't been in that because all kids are in it. I keep going at kids pool, although she did go in that one. But then if you sit around that pool, it's just kids around it all there. And because I'm a grumpy old man, I'm not coming here to listen to everybody else's kids. So down here we've got archery and air rifles. Mini soccer nets and mini games and basketball and big chess table. These moon chairs, we had to sit in them. They're alright. They're not the comfiest though. You'd think they are, but they're quite hard. The cushions on them. There's 2 table tennis. One here and one over there. Cats. There's loads of cats. If you don't like cats, he's chasing the birds. Getting the birdies. Look at him go. Go on, lad. Ginger Tom. So they have the yoga here, and fitness classes, and do everything else. Obviously I spend all my time down here. So, volleyball. Now, sand. We're in Turkey. What you know, it's not sandy. So this is a man-made sandy beach. But best described as builder sand. Right? It's not the softest sand, but it's better than it just being pebbles. However, that stops pretty much where you can see the water breaking, and then it's just pebbles out there. So if you fancy having a walk out into the sea, make sure you bring your sea shoes with you, or you'll be going all the way. So they've got these pavilions down here, and again, you come along, you think, oh lovely, got these little bed things. These are covers on the top, underneath there. Oh dear. There you go, they're like a vinyl covering, and then you get dedicated lounges that go with them. So you got to pay for it. And I think these ones, well, put them at the end, €40, these are €50. And then there's some really nice ones at the other end, they're €70. And you get a mini bar included. But you literally, you're like 10 yards from beach bar if you're in them. But if that's your thing, you don't want to bother getting up, you can do. Loads of lounges set out. This is also the no smoking area, and the kids area. And then you've got the bit further down, it's adults only and smoking. There's a little pier. Now we're a bit gutted when we first landed because it was closed off, and when we'd looked at the brochures and everything else, it was one of the things that we quite liked, the idea of this pier. But to be fair, it only closed off one day, and that's because they were replacing some of the boards. Morning. And then they just replaced the non-slip stuff there. It's 3.5 metres, so you can jump in off here. I haven't done, because you know it's going to be cold. And the jumping in bit there. Another jumping in bit here. Over there to the left is where they have all the water sports stuff. So the banana boat, pedal walls, paragliding. I haven't been down and looked at prices. I wanted to do paragliding, but she wouldn't do it with me. So I said I'm not doing it. Got all the mountains behind, I don't know what they're called. So just going up at 8 o'clock here. It's all the belting doing now. To be fair, most mornings have been a little bit overcast. Wait till the sun reaches through our to break through its wide. There you got to help yourself fridge with fruit juices and soft drinks and cold water. So, sunbeds. No matter where you go and you want to sit, I've found space when I want to sit up here, space when you want to sit down here, space up by the main pool. Not really had a problem. There's nobody fighting over. There's plenty of sunbeds. You don't have to come running down. Don't turn 8 o'clock. You look around, you can see there's hardly any towels set out. People reserving seats. So these are the other pavilions, the nice ones. These are the nice pavilions. €70 off a day, and I believe you can get an evening dining experience. That again they charge you whatever for, and you get like a little mini bar included. But like I said, the pool bars there. Mini bar, pool bar, come on. And then you got the same sun lounges but with the foam mattresses on. So yes, they're nice, but are they €70 for the day nice? Yeah, I don't know. On a day like today, possibly. And it was scorching yesterday, scorching today. So here you've got your pool bar, and again all the staff are really good, attentive, serve you no problem. And although your brandy drinks aren't included, there's lots of cocktails that are. You see you've got your soft drinks and your juices. There's a couple of TV screens up, although I've noticed it's like some recording or whatever they've got here, so it's not live. Last night I sat down and I'm like, oh, didn't know Australian Open were on. So they were showing Australian Open final from January. Wait, $2. So this is the fish restaurant. And I can't praise it enough, the fish restaurant down here. Now again, there's 3 a la carte restaurants. There's this one, and then we've got the kebab one, and then there's the Italian one as well.
Sorry, you are here all day 7
Yes.
Your time. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So yeah, the fish restaurant, €25 each. Absolutely fantastic. 5 courses. First course came out. There were 6 different cold starter dishes. Second one, hot starter. Third one, salad. Fourth one, your main. And then the 5th one, your pudding. And I was stuffed. I had a food coma. Literally, we didn't do anything else after that. And I went back and fell asleep. Stuffed at gills. And it was lovely as well. Can't fault it. So this area down here, it opens up about 12 o'clock. You've got a lady there who does the gozlemi, like a flatbread with stuff inside. Our last like to. And then this opens up at 12 and they'll have your salads and stuff out there, and then they put out little plates sort of ready made up to show you what you're getting, and it's like chicken burgers or grilled chicken, that kind of thing. This is one of my little whinges. So I come down here and we've got some to eat, sat down, come over, wait a service, everywhere we go, you know, they'll come up to you and ask if you want a drink. If you haven't got one, you don't have to stand at the bar if you don't want. So she got a coffee, I said a beer. For about 10 minutes, I think there's something wrong with the coffee machine. He come over and give her a coffee. I thought, oh, he's going to bring my beer. Didn't turn up with my beer. I didn't moan about it, I didn't call him or whatever, and all the busy and everything else, and didn't think much of it. So, yeah. Then I come down another time, it was 5 to 12. They were looking at the watches and shaking their head. No, 12. Right, fair enough, wait till 12. Right, I can have a chicken burger, please. Yeah, what table? Table 6. Then a few other people came in. They were getting their food. Thinking, what's going on here? Then he came over and went, oh, burger? I'm like, oh, thanks. No, I ordered a chicken burger. Oh, no, it's not yours. Did forgot mine. So everybody else was getting served. I know it's little things. There's the gym. Spend all my time in that. So, tiny little gripes, right, that's... But because it happened in the same place twice, it just hurt me a little bit. I say, you forgive everybody once, and I'm not going to mourn, I'm not going to whinge. It's not worth mourning and whinging about. It's not worth me getting upset about and spoiling my holiday, but more importantly, it's not worth getting on these lots of cases. They work bloody hard. It's probably for peanuts. Toilets are just there. So that's another the little winches I have. But toilets, if you're down up here, that's the nearest toilet you've got. So you sat there drinking all day, you've got to walk all the way back to here to the toilet. So there's not many toilets about. You've got a toilet there. There's one at the back of the main pool bar. This is the baby pool bar, and that's the main bit where they're all eating. So yeah, there's some behind that bar. And again, if you're in reception, you've got to go all the way downstairs or in the lift to the bottom. So there's only like three toilet blocks in the place. So you could just do with a few more. For me, I just think it's one of them things they could improve on. So that's pretty much it for the walk round. With the table tennis there. Stage area. So there's something on here every night. A few bands on. So I've done a little walk round, and we've got a bit of audio on there. I don't know what it's going to play back, and I might have to tweak it. If not, I might just have to overdub it and show you around, or we'll just play some music. Yeah, whatever. I'll find out when I get back and I start doing it. So let's sum it up. I paid 1,300 quid for a week in May for two of us flying from Manchester with Jet 2, which I didn't think was too bad. And then we've got, let's see. So the flights, they weren't the greatest flights. I think by the time we landed here about midnight. Then we were sat waiting. There was only us and another couple on one of these little mini coaches. We sat over an hour on the car park waiting for a third couple who never showed. And then they decided that all the other Jet 2 reps, they were going to drop them off on the way. And they all lived around Antalya. But it still took we didn't get here till about 2 in the morning. So we got here at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there was food out. There's food out all the time. So where I showed you in the breakfast area, there's food out permanently. So there is something to eat if if you've been stuck and you're hungry when you get here. Got to his room. Room's fine. Yeah, could they do with a bit more modernisation? Probably, but they're not bad. Another cat. We mentioned cats. If you don't like cats, don't come here, right? Because there's loads of cats everywhere you go. Cats come round. When you're eating, there's cats about. So if you don't like it, don't do it. So yeah, room. So this is a minus for us, which is we've got the morning. So we've got the balcony. We quite like a nice balcony. We'll sit out on the balcony and we'll read and do whatever, rather than actually coming out, to sit down here and stuff like that. So the balconies are a bit meh. It's just like a little square window, and you've got 2 seats, but little 2 seats and a chair, and you sort of arm level there to look out on. It's not great. It's like sort of closed off. And there is other balconies and there's other rooms, but they don't show you what balcony you get. So that's just a little irk from me, that of like, oh, it's a room with a view, or a room with a sea view, or a room with a pool view, or all rooms have a balcony or a terrace. Show me a balcony, right? Because then I'll book the room that's got the right balcony. If I have to pay that bit extra, I'll pay a bit extra. But when I get here, I'm not one of those that's going to go down and go, oh, actually, especially 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, or next day when you can't be bothered because you've already got your crap out. And I'm not one of them to whinge unless it's something worth whinging about. So it's not spoilt my holiday, but it would have made it a little bit better. So yeah, the balconies in the standard rooms aren't great. So if you like a balcony, look at upgrading the room and maybe ask for some pictures of the balcony first. So that's that one. Food. There's plenty to eat. You won't go hungry. It's a bit samey. After a week of being here, I wouldn't like to have been here 2 weeks, to be honest, because there isn't that great a choice. Like I say, you go down to that little beach area, and you can have stuff cooked fresh in front of you, grilled stuff. But again, that's the same thing all the time. The fish restaurant, well worth €25, absolutely fantastic, can't fault that. The Italian, that was nice again, and that one's included. But the Carte, there's a lot of Russians and Germans clientele, and they cater more for that diet and them tastes than they do for the English. So you get scrambled eggs, you can get some toast. There's no sausage and if ever you've been, and I get it, it's a Muslim country and they don't do much pork and that. They don't even put turkey rashers or anything like that. They don't have it. I mean, they'll put stuff like sautéed mince out for breakfast, and the tomatoes. Something, it's not just tomatoes. I only saw baked beans once. So yeah, I'm fine. I can eat pretty much out anyway. And whilst I'm away on holiday, I decided that I was not going to be vegetarian, not drinking. I can have a week off and go back to that when I get back. So I've done all right, but again, chicken nuggets and chips if you're a bit finicky. So she struggled a little bit with food, but again, it's just limited choice rather than nothing to eat. But there's enough to eat, and there's always cakes out, so she's happy. She's eating cakes. What was the other one? So I had to go on the hunt for a toilet roll because they've been in, done the room, and for some reason not replaced the toilet roll, so I'd run out of toilet roll. So I had to go and get one of them. And again, it's only a little thing. And I still tip the lass who comes round and does rooms. She'll be all right. As the lads on board and that lot, I've tipped a few of them. If they're doing a good job, I'll give them a tip. I don't tip, tip just for the sake of tipping, but I'll give folk a tip if I think they're doing well. and they were making cocktails, and they were, you know, just doing that little bit extra. You know, you're throwing 50 lira. 50 lira is what, £2, £2.50. It's an out to me and you, let's be honest. But if enough people give them a bit of a tip, makes a difference to them. And like I said, they do work hard. The animation team, again, it's not something we get involved with really. I don't come on holiday to get involved with stuff like that. I just come away to just chill out. So they come round and they'll talk to you and like, oh, you coming to do this? No, no. And they twig on soon, you know, they're not pestering you every day because they know they might just go, oh, do you want to do it? No, okay, and they leave you alone. The photographer with the same here, same as the massage guy. He's been great actually. You know, even though he knows we're not after it, he'll still go, oh, I'll do you a special deal today, but he'll have a chat with you, and he's not forcing it down your throat, he's just having a chat for being polite. So yeah, you don't get the real hard sell. It does hurt me, like I said, that you've got to pay if you want to use tennis, or pay if you want to use that, or you know, there's all these little, oh, if you want branded, you've got to pay for that and pay for that. And I could have just gone self-catering then, couldn't I? But my biggest annoyance is, don't call it ultra all-inclusive when it's not, because there's still stuff I have to pay out for when I get here, and I'm just tired. So yeah, you just tell it's all-inclusive, and if you know there's extras, but it's just that ultra all-inclusive bit just got me a little bit. So I got asked yesterday off the reception. They rang me up, everything all right, and they ring you a couple of times, everything okay in your room, do you need anything extra? And I think the beds that we're in are absolutely massive. It were a little bit, not chilly, but first couple of nights we were here, it weren't the hottest, and they only like a thin little duvet over the top, and it just about reaches the edge of the bed. So when she's got in and got herself all thinking up, when I've tried to get some covers, I got accused of nicking covers, and I weren't, because she had them all. So, oh, can you send us another one? Yep, send one up straight away, not a problem. So they are really good that way. You know, they can't do enough for you, and if you mention it, and I'm sure if I'd have gone and had a whinge about the balcony, they might have sorted something out, but well, just that's the point. So they were, how would you rate it? And I'm like, well, I'd give you 8 out of 10, and I genuinely would. And for me, if you've got kids, it's great here, and like I say, choice with kids menu, there's plenty there, and they've got that where they can sit and eat on their own little kiddie restaurant. There's enough going on for kids with kids club, and animation team are great with them, and they bring them out down from there onto the stage and dances with them and all that thing, and kids seem to love it. I've not really seen any kids striking and not being happy, and there's all sorts of ages of them being here. So for kids, yeah, it's good. Teenagers, don't know if there's enough. Don't know if my lot would have been quite happy as teenagers being here. Yeah. There's been quite a few young couples coming on their own, and again, if they want to get involved with animation and that kind of thing, so there's enough for them. And then there is quite a lot of people in my age group, which is the middle-aged lot, or outfarts. Oh, we can hear cats kicking off, wherever they are. Oh yeah, they're fighting. Ginger one up, black one. Having a bit of a scrap over here, chasing each other about. And I've left this on 360 as well, so whilst I'm waffling away, you can be having a look around, even though there's not much to look at here. So yeah, 8 out of 10. There's just a few little bits that they'd have to do. You know, the gardens are lovely and everything else, so would I recommend it? Yeah, you know, price you paid for it, everything else. Would I say it's superb? No, it's not superb. It's good. Compared to our last outing in Turkey about 15 years ago, which were absolutely terrible, and we've never been back since. And we went down into Kemer for the market as well, and again, that's just pricey as anything, right? The prices over here at the minute, so you know, they've got some like 50% inflation, so don't be thinking you can come to Turkey and get stuff on cheap anymore, because It's just not. It's like home prices. So we went into Kemer, had a walk round, stopped at a pirate bar in Kemer, and then I got a coffee and 500ml of Effie's beer, and I think it were 187 lira. So 187, so it's about 7 quid. It's not cheap, it's not mega expensive, but it's about the same price as home. So yeah, you don't get as much for your quid anymore as you used to. So that's it, summed it all up. That's your hotel life, no, 7 Seas Hotel Life in Kemer. And I'm going to go and throw my stuff in my case, and we don't leave till 7 o'clock. Oh, that's another one, so I don't leave till 7 o'clock. I've got to be out at room by 12, but if I want to keep the room till 6 o'clock, it's 60 euros. Now, I don't mind paying a bit, but I'm just thinking 60 euros just seems a bit rich, that. 10 euros an hour. And I'm probably not going to use the room anyway, so I will be booking out at 12, because I'm tight. So yeah, just all them little things. There is a luggage place you can leave your bags and stuff, but I don't fly well 10 o'clock. So that's going to be a fun flight tonight, I'll tell you. Right, we'll call it a do. See you later.